It's your boy Bry. It's hot and humid out here. It's July, baby. You got to be ready for the heat now. If you ain't ready for the heat, get out the kitchen. Take a look at what we got going. Look at this siding. It's been a few years. You know, we got a little bit of green algae, all kinds of stuff on the end here. Now, the whole house looked like this right here. It's just been a minute since COVID and all that, the pandemic. But take a look at the back. I got the back all done, and up here. I got up here, all across here and across the front of the house. I got the whole back all done. I don't know if you can see that, but that's a big house on the back now. I got all the windows done. I got all the back of the siding. I got up here done. And tomorrow, if I get enough time, I started a little late in the day now. You can see all through here. This needs done. And here's the other thing. I did all the soffits in the back too. I scrubbed all the soffits and got them all clean. And if you can see how clean them are, take a look. I don't know if you can see it under the camera, but then you take a look over here. So it takes time. When you have a big two-story, it takes time. But what I've got here is the biggest little giant you can get. And if you can see, let me walk you up the ladder so you can see what I'm talking about. Now on the bottom, it's got these ratchets where if the ground's unlevel, you can adjust them. But take a look at this. Let me show you something. Let me bring you up top here. Can you see that what these horns are? Can you see these horns? Now, they actually extend out another foot on each side. If you're going, they go around the windows beautifully. And the other thing is, what they're really made for is getting also around windows and stuff, but they're also made for getting up on roofs. Do you see how stable this is? Now, when you climb over the top, it's really stable, even getting on and off. So, these little giants, now I'll say this, they're heavy, okay? They're heavy, but once you get them in place, once you know how to learn to use them, how do I put it? You will be very happy with it, actually. But, you know, I got everything except the ends done. So, tomorrow, we're hoping to do that. But the last thing I want to show you for the night is my little reward I got. Check this out. Ho, ho, ho! Tonight, what we're doing is we got some hamburgers on here. Look at that. Yeah, buddy boy, we got some Omaha hamburgers. And I want to show you what I got for tomorrow. Okay, hold on a minute now, because I pulled these out ahead of time. Take a look at these bad boys. Ho, ho, little filet mignons. So, we're ready to eat them, baby. They're going to be prepped for tomorrow, though. So, tomorrow, that's what we're having. Might even have it for lunch. I don't know. There's no rules against having filet mignon for lunch or dinner. But I do have to do, I did the upper part of the house. The whole two-story part's done except for the ends. I do need to do the front of the house around the garage. I've got a couple, well, let me show you. I've got a couple of these lights. That one of them broke off here. So I got to put that on. You know, they're old. They're 23 years old, people. So next year the plan is to go ahead and get the, I'm going to put a whole new roof on this house. It's 23 years old. It's still okay. But I don't want to go 30 years with it. I want to go 24 to 25. This way here I don't get into the plywood, if you know what I'm saying. So take a look at these burgers. Oh man, they smell so nice. I'm going to tell you something. They smell so nice. Here's the other deal I want to show you. This is what I got here. Here's what the lineup I got on the seasoning. So we always go with the Himalayan sea salt. This has 85 different nutrients in it and essential things that you need. Regular table salt is garbage. Okay, regular table salt it's been bleached. It's you don't even know if it's really salt, honestly. I mean, I wouldn't even want to put that regular table salt on the highways, to be honest with you. But anyway, If you've never had the Himalayan sea salt, it's a big experience for your flavoring. You don't need much. But also we've got the Weber Chicago steak seasoning. I put a little bit of that on there, which I really love that, even on burgers. And then here's the other thing I got. I got this up in Oswego. Traeger makes it. It's 100% natural ingredients, okay? And it's Saskatchewan rub. And let me tell you something. It's got a little garlic and different spices in there, but it's dark. Let me see if I can open this to show you. You see, it's dark, but man, is that good on beef. You want to get you some of that. I got to actually get me another one in the pantry ready, because this one, when it's gone, I mean, you'll be craving this. But yeah, so that's the deal there. We got the Chicago seasoning, we got the pink Himalayan. But let me tell you something. When you get done doing a siding job, like when you get done cleaning and you wash it down, it really makes you hungry. You know, it really makes you hungry. Like, I'm probably going to definitely eat 2 of them burgers. I guarantee you that. And then I may even go, if I got enough time, I may even go for a banana split. I don't know. I don't know about that. Maybe tomorrow I'll do the banana split after I finish the ends. But it's been very hot here. Humid. I actually got rained on a little bit, and I was getting soaked anyway, because I bring the hose up with me and I put it on mist and I go around everything. You don't want to go real hard, like a forceful spray on them soffits. That's one thing you don't want to do. That's a mistake. Do not spray it real hard. Do not put a lot of pressure in there. You'll have water up in your attic and possibly your sheetrock if you do it long enough. But you only need the mist up there, just enough to rinse it down. You don't want to project it up into the... I have vents. Some of the soffits, every other one, are vented, so you don't want to get wild with it. It'll take a little bit, but you get these companies that what they do is they turn around and all they want to do is soak it down, because they don't want to climb a ladder. They don't want to actually hand rub it. This has been neglected. It's been about 3-4 years. I had to actually scrub this with brushes. And what you don't want to do is hire a company for $400 or $600 to come in and spray it down, you know, like soak it, and then they don't want to put no hand on it. They don't want to scrub it. They don't want to even use wands or anything. I have long poles that I use. And what they do is they use this pressure washer, and they beat it really hard with the pressure washer, and you wind up with water in your attic, mold and everything else. So don't let people do that to your house, people. If they come in with a pressure washer, send them home. I'm serious. Send them home. You don't need to pressure wash siding. You really don't. Concrete, stuff like that, you can pressure wash it. But siding and soffits and all that, if they come in with a pressure washer, they're lazy and they honestly don't know what they're doing. You only need a hose. You need to rinse it off when you're done. You start jetting it underneath the siding, you're going to have mud running down where the bees have worked their ways in, and sand and everything, and it's going to get all onto your walls. And if you ain't got Tyvek or something, it's really going to mess you up. But that's just my opinion. You can do what you want. I actually went over to Home Depot and, excuse me, not Home Depot, Harbor Freight, my favorite store. Hold on. I got this guy here. And what it is, you hook the hose in here, and there's an on-off switch for running the water. And it's got a nice soft brush for doing the siding. It won't scratch nothing. Now, the only thing I'll tell you, they've got these nice hand grips on here. But look at this. This was 20 bucks. As soon as it got wet, look at this. That's very dangerous. Your hand, it's sliding around. It's supposed to be glued on there. Now this one, the same thing. Look. That's not cool. The other thing I don't like about it is it keeps coming loose on the end. You have to constantly keep turning it to the right, tightening it. But, I mean, it was all right for 20 bucks, but the end actually is, I actually pulled the end off, and I'll show you what I used. Now, if you have a single level house, you have a single, like, if you just have a ranch or something like that, you'd be okay with that wand, because it opens up to almost 8 feet. But this is what I use. Now, as you can see, these are concrete handles. But you go ahead and you put these together. Okay? Hold on. Now these, once you lock them in, hold on a second, I can show you. I got the camera in my hand, but this ain't my first rodeo, people. All right, so once you lock them in, look at this. Now that's just 2 of them. Okay, I think they're 8 feet tall. Look at this. Okay, you can get right up on there real good with the bristle brush. I've got 4 of them. So, well, I actually have more, but I'm saying I have 4 out here now. And you use the bigger handled ones, they're better ergonomically. But what I use, people, and all I use is a hose on mist and rinse it down. Now that big ladder, that one is really nice. It's a game changer, you know, because it's very stable. Even on the side of a building, it's very stable. So get you some equipment if you need to do your stuff. But let me tell you something. If you're going to hire someone to do your siding and they show up with a pressure washer, you better rethink that one. Okay, this is your boy Bri. I got to go. Got hamburgers to eat now. Come on.